Hello, happy Wednesday, everybody. You have your coffee and your apple fritter. Hey, Sandy, that sounds awesome. Hi, Margaret, you have internet again. It's fabulous. Hope you guys are staying dry. Hello, Patty. What an amazing sale you had. What did you raise? Over $1,500 the last time I saw, $1,600, something like that. That is just absolutely fabulous. You love the intro? Well, you inspired me to do it. Thank you. I did not do a trailer for this week because I've got a sinus headache and a gazillion things that are going on. But I really love the intro for the lives. Hey, Joanne, how are you doing today? So you can let other people know as they come in, but I need to be offline by 1 today. So I'm only going to be on for an hour. The electrician is coming, and I have been waiting for him for a few months to take care of things like the light that is at the end of the driveway that somebody knocked over and all the cords are exposed and stuff. So yeah, I'm only going to be here for an hour today, and maybe I'll do something else. Arting is a verb. Hello, not normally available for lives, and you made it today. So happy to have you here. Enchanted Dreams is here. Happy to see you. Robin, hello, welcome. I need to make clusters, which means we'll probably be doing this for a few weeks because there are my little bins are so full. Hey, Midge. Yeah, Patty, they did a great job at your sale. I was just so impressed. I was in and out, and sorry for being such a dingbat on your time thing. I was working with, I had to do a live. Okay, Annette. Arting is a verb, is Annette. Thank you. I don't have my notepad. Here we go. Got my little notepad. Because if I don't make a note, I won't remember it. But same day that you were doing that thing, Patty, I was trying to work up a live on Instagram that I was doing, and it was crazy. Hey, Sue. You're glad I'm making clusters today. Like I said, we'll probably do it for a couple weeks because there's so much to be done, and I'm also out of practice. I haven't done it for a while, but after I did all my, hey, Bonnie, hi, welcome. I don't know that I've seen you here before. Several new people. I love it. After getting all the organization of all the fabric and laces done, I realized, now I could, more easily move my little things. Hey, Journey. Hi. Let's see here. So just kind of, I'm not going for a particular size. I just kind of need to build up some stock. So we'll see. That might become 2 or it might become one big one. Ooh, I kind of like that as one big one. What else do I have that's purple? Oh, I need to switch cameras around so you can actually see more of what's going on. You don't need to see my big head. Let's trade places. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing a little better. All right. So this looks kind of blue on my screen, but hopefully you can tell this is actually purple. Makes me think of Abby. All right. Do we have anything else that might be purple? Let's see. All my little bins. So tell me, what's everybody doing today? I'm so excited I won't be able to concentrate because the electrician, like I said, we've been waiting for him forever. We've got all these electrical stuff, things that are not working. And I was all set to try and find a different guy. And I'm glad I didn't have to because this guy knows our stuff. Okay, so we've got some blues. We can do the blues and the browns because blue and brown looks good together. Hey, Fiona. Good evening to you. Are you quilting tonight? Let's see. So many wonderful scraps to choose from. The thing about clusters is you just kind of go with the flow. You don't need to do a particular anything. You don't need to think too hard. The harder you think, the more frustrated you're going to get about it. Patty is roasting soup bones and making bone broth to can up. Ooh. Shauna, don't forget, if you aren't in the Facebook group, Shauna has got a live sale happening. Shauna, what's the time again? I forgot. I just remember that it's after my live. That's as much as I remember. And my headache is definitely getting in the way of things. Joanne says it was my Wednesday to go to the bank, so I'm glad you made it back in time to get to the live. I am glad too, because you always make me smile when I see your name pop up. All right, let's see here. What else do we have? I should have gone shopping in the studio a little bit sooner. Oh, I actually have 2 purples. So what else can we do that's kind of purpley? 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. Okay. Go check out what Shauna has for sale. Let's see. No, that's gray. I did not bring out anything gray. Is there anything else purple? Fiona says, I'm not quilting. The Hollow Cube is off to its new home, and I'm playing with designs for the next one. Annette says, I've been working on making my studio more functional for the last several months, both a joy and a pain in the ass. Absolutely. I so hear you on that. I know Sharon's been doing the same thing, and it's, you know, we need to do it, and yet it's so dang frustrating because it feels like it's never going to get done. But I tell you what, being able to, hey, Debbie, welcome. Being able to open my closet and just pull out my carts. I've got my little rolling cart right here. I can move back and forth with the stuff that I want for the clusters. Definitely made me feel a lot better. It was worth the pain. All right, I don't like that with anything, so I'm just going to leave it over here with the neutrals. Oh, I spent so much time digging stuff out. I got to remember to leave time to stitch. Need some more yellowy things. But I mean, it was amazing to me. And I can see, like, as I use up certain things that I know I'm not going to replace, I'm starting to see that there are things, spaces on the shelves. It's like, oh, I'm looking forward to having that space for something else. And oh, I like that little, I love saving the little seam edges here. Hey, Lori, welcome. How are you doing today? All right, don't get carried away because I don't have gobs of time, but no, that's too red. And there's the pink. Let's see here. I just need to watch, make sure the electrician's not messaging me. Patty says she is doing the fundraiser again tonight at 5:30 Eastern time. Patty, you still have your mod hat on, I think. Put the link into your channel so people, if they don't know it, can go check it out. Not sure if Terry will be joining us today. Hey, Linda. She is fussy cutting while listening to me having fun. You're having fun. I'm having fun. We're all having fun, right? It's a good day. Wednesdays are a good day. I kind of like that burgundy with there, but maybe not. All right. Stop or keep pulling things out. Ooh, there's some more purple I didn't expect. Seam edges are awesome. I have a huge, huge container of them in the garage because I am actually one of these days going to stitch them together. Oh, I love that piece. I save all the little scraps, you know it. And hopefully Thursday or Friday. Okay, there's the link to Patty's fundraiser. Shauna, I can't remember. Do you have a mod hat on? You can go ahead and put the link in if you do for your sale. Sue replaced my old rotary cutter and have been cutting patches for 2 new projects. What a difference. Can I show what the cart looks like for the clusters? That's what I'm going to put in the video. The video is going to have the carts. Right now, it's just got all these, all my stacks of these little things. Kimberly's a squirrel in Greenville, South Carolina. You could wear out the actual cutter, not just, oh, thank you, Patty. Patty's got the link for Shauna's sale. There you go. Sue, did you wear out the actual handle stuff, not just the blade? I so stink at replacing those blades. I want to get better at using mine. All right, should I stop? I don't have enough yellows and greens. Really, I don't like having to watch the clock, but I didn't want to not come on, of course. Hey, Michelle. All right. Ooh, that's a neat kind of green. It's probably too dark for there, but oh, a little bit of blue cheesecloth that I didn't expect. See, I save all these little things. This is my favorite kind of mess to play with. Sue says, apparently I wore out the washer assembly. It was wobbling every time I tried to make a cut. Maybe that's what's wrong with mine. Because, yeah, it wobbles. And I kept thinking I had put it together wrong, so I swapped it. I didn't think about that. Thanks for letting me know. Well, Patty's sale, I could not believe the amount of things that she sold and the fabulous things that she brought out to sell, and what a great bargain it was for everybody. So the fact she's going to do it again tonight, boy, I'm going to be parked on the couch, because after this and then the electrician, and I have company coming as well, I'm going to be ready just to sit and shop. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm definitely worth trying it, because I want to cut a whole bunch of stuff, and it was so much easier on the hands. All right, stop, right? Stop. I think the neutrals are not going to happen today, and that's fine. And I think this one's not going to happen. So we'll pull this guy out. Hey, Terry, there you go. Kimberly, oh, she says, I love Miss Susan, one of my favorite artists. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. And I have not forgotten the video that I owe you from my, artist guilt and all that good stuff. And I want you to know, I didn't plan it that way, but it turned out that the comments that you guys left me on that are going to roll into the project. So that's a kind of a hint. If you guys remember things that I've talked about in the past, you might be able to figure it out. And if not, you'll have another couple weeks to wait. Oh, Terry is our amazing, quick to the link moderator. All right, stop, right? Stop. I don't want to stop. I do love the clusters. Maybe I'll come back on later once the electrician's got his stuff going on or something. I don't know. Tonight, tomorrow. Oh, there's some more blues. Hey, Sandy, there you go. She made it. I was missing my Sandy fix. All right. Anything in here I want? Probably not. Oh, but there's some more purple. And there's some green. If I get 4 clusters done in 45 minutes, I'm going to consider that good, because I'm also trying to keep up on the chat. Uh-oh, Terry's speakers are not working. That is frustrating. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. Now, do I have anything purple? Something that would go. Ooh, the kind of the brown with that, huh? Hey, Corinne. Terry's Etsy shop. Thank you. I appreciate Patty posting Terry's Etsy shop. That's right. She won't put it in for herself, and I am glad that Patty did that. This stuff, it looks like cheesecloth, but it's not, guys. This is cheap dollar store medical gauze. And if you use that for soaking up your paints, you can get some great colors on there. So we're going to want a part of that. And well, then maybe we'll put the brown over here. The green I have is really bright. Okay, and then here's a different blue. little bit of sari silk. See, it's just treasure chest. It's an absolute treasure chest when you save all these little scraps. Love it, love it, love it. I could just sit and make clusters all day long. I really could. Oh, I like this. There's some more. You have wonderful orders this week. That's terrific. Thank you guys for supporting Terry. She does so much, and I can't afford to pay her for her time, so I'm really glad that you guys go over and do some shopping at her place. I'm sorting to get, some clusters going. I pulled out the little boxes just to kind of get a start. And Sandy, you weren't here. I do have to leave in like 45 minutes because the electrician is finally coming. All right, let's say stop. And I have a needle here. And what color thread? We do it easy. All right, we'll start with what? We'll start with the brown. Sandy says, Patty, thank you for doing the fundraiser. Wasn't that amazing? And she's going to do it again tonight. That is so fabulous. And of course, remember, you can go over to Etsy and you can search for digital items. So stuff is already made. They don't have to worry about shipping, but any digital items from the Ukraine, and that will put some money into their hands as well. Lori says, remember to hit the like button. Thank you for that reminder. I appreciate it. Patty says, it's not me, it's all of you. Well, being the vehicle for it is fabulous. Okay, Sandy dug up all her coffee cans. She's got those coins burning a hole in her pocket. She is ready to shop. Okay, we need a base. Kind of like this one. You can hear Shauna's page. Interesting. What's genius? All right. You guys know me and my seam ripper, right? And this is something I don't do very often and I should be doing more of. Hey, Mouse. There she is. You don't have to straighten everything out. In fact, it can be a lot more interesting if you don't. So I'm going to kind of give myself some tears here. Oh, the digital's on Etsy. Yes. I can't claim it. Somebody else mentioned it. And I thought that was perfect because, it's nice to be able to support the artists that are making things, but, shipping and stuff is not going to work right now. So digitals, they don't have to ship anything and they're going to get the money right away. All right. And everybody make sure that you are in live chat and not top chat so that you don't miss anything. Yeah, so hopefully after everybody goes home today, I will start editing the video that shows the reorg process. How would you search that? Oh, when you've got the filters, you can always search for something that's like in the United States. You should be able to put in a search for Ukraine. And if not, I would put it into the search bar and see. But I think you can just search by what country. All right, so this is kind of raggedy, but not raggedy enough. One of the other things you can do if you have a whole bunch of scraps like this and you want them really raggedy, hit them with the seam ripper and then throw them in the washing machine and then the dryer. And if there's stuff that you're sure is going to probably run, then just throw them in the dryer a few times. I have a little, one of those little lingerie bags and I just stick things in there. Okay. And then I want, not pleased. There we go. That's looking a little better. Sometimes it just takes a few attacks. Raggedy is awesome. Hey, Michelle, I don't know if I said hello to you. If somebody wants to go over and check on Etsy and see, but I'm pretty sure you can search for just the Ukraine. They should be. So if somebody wants to check for us, and they will get this wonderful, it just helps stuff fray a little better. All right. I just want it to look like, yeah, Okay, definitely. This side is more interesting. So if you do paper collage, a cluster, a fabric cluster is just like doing a paper collage. You just want the layers. Ah, there we go. Patty did it. The Ukraine shops. Ukraine downloads brings up their digitals. Thank you, Jean. I don't know if I said hello to you, if you're a lurking squirrel, which is fine. So there, we can all go buy some digitals and offer some support that way. And then we're going to go to Patty's sale tonight and go shopping. So one of the things that I like about clusters is I can get them to this stage where I've got some stuff kind of stitched down. And then when I decide if they're going to go in a just because book, or they're going to go in a journal, or they're going to go, you know, on something else, then I can always add to it. I can add a stick. I can add a stone. Lurkers are fine. Lurkers are wonderful. Lurkers help the numbers look good. All right, there's no way I'm going to get 4 done today, right? Not with a shortened live, but it's okay. So it's just like doing paper collage. You just want the layers, and it looks better, I think, if things are kind of touching. Okay, I want some fuzzy fuzzies. We have a couple options for fuzzies. You know, I always like to take some burlap. Jewelry pliers are also great for fraying edges and not hard on hands. That's a great tip. Thank you. Kind of like that color. Okay, I really love having this cart right here. And then this is just some acrylic yarn. And you can pull that apart and get something that's very similar to wool roving if you don't have any roving. All right, so this is my like burlap or jute string. Some of it frays really nicely and gives me like the really neat fuzzy stuff, and others just kind of pull apart like roving. Oh, dang it. There was something else I wanted to show you guys with clusters. Yeah, we'll definitely do this again next week. Hey, Denise, how are you doing? Welcome. Glad to have you here. Gosh, we have such a nice crowd. I don't 36 people here. I'm sorry that it's going to be a shortened one today. Oh, come on. I should get my seam ripper in there to help me. Got to be careful when you're using the seam ripper part of it, though. So maybe I don't have the patience for that today, and that's okay. I'll just make it a little shorter. And I want a little bit more color in there. So this is some acrylic yarn. I like that when I pulled it apart, it was kind of curly, so that gave a different look. So what I was saying is you can get them to this point, and then, you know, you can put a button on it, you can put beads on it, all that kind of stuff. Hey, Deb, a lurker from Portugal. Oh, nice. It must be, what time is it there? Because I have another friend in Portugal that isn't able to make the lives. She must be working at that time if it's daytime. All right. Do I need some threads? Maybe. Because adding threads is always nice. I did sort a bunch of my threads, believe it or not, by color. How crazy is that? But, you know, I'm crazy like that. It's 8 p.m. Okay, so I don't know. She just doesn't, she's not able to make it, which is fine because she always watches the replay. Oh, maybe I have the country wrong too. That could happen. Susan in geography, not so good a match. This is feeling too white, but oh, maybe if I put it back a little bit. All about the layers. Nope, still not liking the white. The brown is okay, but that was too much white. So it's a tree, kind of, yeah. These are threads or the, strings that come on tea bags. And I sometimes I tie them together and use them to tie stuff up in my eco dyeing, which the weather is getting nicer. Okay, those are all knotted, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not happy. I want some fuzzy brown stuff. It does kind of look like a tree. I like that idea. Trees are good. Just need just a little bit of fuzz. All right, then the tricky part is getting it all attached. Getting it all attached. I used to really worry about what the center of it looked like, but I know that when I go to put it on something else, I can add something if I don't like the stitches showing. Fiona says, latest purchase from the charity shop, an atlas to find where you are all crafting. Nice. Terry's got her speaker problem solved. Great. Joanne says, got to chuckle. Susan makes her own fibers and I buy fiber trims. Well, I buy fiber trims and then I tear them apart. Hello, Diane. Oh, big hugs to you, sweetheart. Happy to see you here. Been following your posts over on Facebook, and I know you've been going through a rough time. You snuggled up with your little doggy right now? All right. Every time I start on these, I always think, oh, I'm not going to be able to make one that I like. I always second guess myself. Of course, that's what us artists do, right? Water. At least I didn't slurp it. Puppy in arms. Good. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things you learn to live with. I don't think it's one of those things that you ever get over. Probably would have been nice to not have quite so dark a thread, but I have a fix for that. Let's get this guy down. Let me make a real mess behind it. Now, of course, you don't have to sew this. You could grab your Fabri-Tac and do it with that, and it'd probably be a little easier. Well, I'm glad you saw me on and you stopped by. All right, I think over here, this is not on. Klutzy fingers. Just going to make a few seed stitches to kind of hold all these layers on since they're not all on top of one another. You have me on the big TV? That's scary. I don't know. And this way it's doing double duty. It's adding a little bit more decorative stuff and it's holding everything together. Hopefully holding everything together. All right, let's see. All right, what's not attached? Probably down here, not so much, huh? Is it? No, maybe it is. Maybe everything's attached. That would be awesome. Michelle, I wait until I see what it's going to, go on. So I kind of like to get these, consider these bases. And then, you know, if it's going to go in a journal, maybe I don't want something too bulky, so I might use a thin button. If it's going to go on a cover, I've got a little bit more room. If it's going to go on a single art piece, which I'm doing some of these into larger pieces that will go onto some cotty paper and be available in the sale. So then I can add twigs and things. It just kind of depends. But since this takes the longest time, I kind of like getting these things stitched up. So now I'm not happy with the way these stitches are, but you know, I'm going, you have no electricity, Colleen? Oh dear, burr. Hopefully it's not too cold. I'll just make a few French knots here. And then it looks like it's kind of deliberate. I like having options. So that's why I like having a bunch of these done ahead of time, besides the fact that then I can put some of these in the sale. But, you know, I like to have the options so that if I'm working on a piece and it's like, oh, I need just a little something to go over the edge of the page, I can look through my cluster stash. Colin, where are you that you have no power? Colleen, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, we always have a few secret squirrels, and I'm happy to have you here. You don't have to pop into the chat. If you have a question, feel free to ask it. Do appreciate the likes. I appreciate those of you that come back and leave a comment after the fact. All right. There we go. I like this guy. All right, let's see if we can get at least one more done. Let's do the blue. This is a good base. You're in Beaverton, Oregon, and you have no electricity. That is not fun. Hopefully you have a fire going or something. It's not too cold. A little bit of blue lace that will look better when I get rid of all those straight edges, right? So does anybody have any burning questions today? I'm sorry, I took a Sudafed for the headache, and my brain is fuzzy. Oh, Annette's in Beaverton too, Colleen. She has electricity. Wow. You guys have a big storm? Margaret can sympathize. She had no power last week for 2 days. All right, let's see. I want the little bit hanging down. This is some kind of fabric, but it's got a great little map out for Colleen. I had money on Ireland. I don't know what this fabric is, but I love it. It just frays really nicely. It's a good one for getting holes in it. I like holes in fabric. Cozy at the moment, no storm. Okay, well, that's good. I went a little bit more than I wanted, so. Well, Sue, I will do some more, probably next week for sure. And maybe I'll just I haven't done a cluster making video for a while. So I can also work on one of those. For me, it's all about the seam ripper and the layers. Kind of like this guy. crumple things up. Need something up here. Let's put that towards the back. Hey, Regina. She says, I'm a secret squirrel from Alberta, Canada. A little tiny bit of blue lace. I kind of like this, just like this. Doesn't have any fuzzies. Do I have any blue threads? I do have some blue threads. Mouse says, maybe not relevant for others, but because you do a lot of natural planting, where do you go plant shopping? I used to do a lot of shopping at Native Revival when they were still around. Now they're strictly online. I do a lot at Central Coast Wilds and Annie's Annuals, which also has other plants besides native plants. But I don't buy plants anymore because we just don't have the water. So before the rains come, I usually take cuttings from what I have in the yard and stick them in the ground and hope that we can get some activity that way. But the ones that I did this year, we just didn't get enough rain. All right, I kind of like that one. So let's get some blue thread. I want a dark blue. But that's what we have. So that's what we're going to use. Well, we'll get you motivated to go stitching, huh, Colleen? I'm almost done with the green piece. Those of you on Instagram, I did put a little video up showing how I have been adding some texture to it. Lots of loops. So this is why I end up with threads all over the place, is because I just such a messy crafter, but oh well. I get where I'm going in the end. Whoops. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sitting and stitching tonight. I think I'll finish the thing up and I'll be able to mount it on the canvas. Mouse says, hi, Regina. I got confused because Regina is the capital of Sasquatch. I can't say that word, so I thought you were from Regina. Bonjour, Christina. How are you and Patrick and the girls? My friend from France. What time is it there right now? And what have you been working on lately? Haven't seen you in a long time. I think the thing on clusters is to just play. Because, you know, if you're not using a whole lot of stitches to hold it down, and if you're not using glue, if you don't like it, like, okay, here's an old one I found buried in something, and it's just kind of blah. I can tear it apart or I can put it onto something else, but it's not worth, like any of the kind of art that I love best, none of it is worth stressing over because it shows up in our work. So just play with it. If you're like me, you probably have a lot of scraps hanging around. Okay, I'm feeling confident. I might actually get 3 done. That color does not go. Let's see. This stuff up here is really loose. Yeah, I think after I finish the green piece, I think the next new piece I start will be a blue one. I've got a couple of other things to finish first, but I have an itch to work on some blue, the True Ocean one. And I still have that big yellow one to finish. I'm trying to figure out what color background it should go on. I don't know if it needs a coffee dyed background or something else. And see, I leave a lot of these things loose because that way, if I want, do I have a piece of paper in there? If I wanted to like put it on the edge of a page in a journal, I've got a space to do that. So I could have something on both sides. I could add something else underneath it. You have fabric scraps, but not much for texture. You know, it's amazing to me, a little bit of cheesecloth or this gauze, which I love, some lace. Once you start shredding the lace, you definitely get some different textures, threads. And of course, they don't have to be all fabric. That just happens to be, you know, what I enjoy. It's 9:40 in France. Okay, I can't do the time changes anymore. Thank you. You like what I'm doing. Thank you. Well, Joanne, that's kind of how mine started off, feeling very contrived. Same way with, you know, with anything that we haven't done a lot of, but, you know, I've made hundreds of these now. And when I look back at my early ones, it sort of felt like I was doing a paint by number. So you just need to keep playing with it. Give yourself permission to play with it. And then there's nothing to say, okay, so this doesn't excite me. This is just kind of blah. It doesn't excite me. But see, this was before I was doing anything with the seam ripper. So what if I get the seam ripper in here and rip some of these edges up? And then you can, okay, so already I like this better. It's not straight and perfect. I'm twisting it. Okay, this is better. Definitely better. Now I might take this and now look at already that's better if I put it on a piece of lace. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Let's finish stitching this because otherwise I'll get sidetracked. Hey, Susan. Hi. How are you doing today? I still have to get over there and watch your Just Because book video. All right, I think that's all down. I'm watching the clock, people. I got 20 minutes. Next week, maybe I'll stay longer than normal to make up for this. But I'm so happy the electrician called. I figured he'd forgotten all about us. I was going to have to find another electrician. Sue, Lori says, check around your house, closet, old craft leftovers. Also let friends and family know what you could use. They might be getting rid of things. Thrift store is great for textured clothes, cheap. Yep. All right, this guy I like. So where did I put my brown one? Over here. All right, let's take a look at what we have here. And I'm going to have to rethread it with something different because it's not going to be blue. All right, so we already made this one look better, and we can stitch it down at an angle. So let's take this piece of lace and rip it up a little bit. I mean, nothing's finished until you're happy with it. If you're not happy with it, it's not finished yet. Fiona says, some people have a method to their clusters, one piece of this and two pieces of that. However, Susan, you grow yours organically, which makes them much more. Yeah, I used to try that. And in fact, I remember when I very first started making clusters, I was trying to make paper clusters, and I had watched a couple videos where somebody had their little trays of all their little parts, and they're like, you know, you do this in this time frame and you use, you know, that number of these things. And I ended up just throwing all the stuff away. I didn't like the way they came out at all. But I think as you build your little stash of all these little leftovers, you know, now I've got things like, say I didn't use this with this. Well, now I've got a piece of lace ready to go in a Just Because book or to go, you know, on something else. Oh, I want to finish the green wall hanging before I see. Now already that's improved the look of this one that was looking so blah. Now I could put it on a larger piece of brown, or don't know if I have any big green. Let's see. So I could, no, I like it on this one. Maybe that's what we need to do. Let's rethread our needle. Hey, Brenda, what's a Just Because book? Oh, on my channel, there is a playlist showing the flip throughs of them. Hey, Brenda. Susan's got some great tutorials, doesn't she? A Just Because book. Ooh, I actually have a couple right here. They're not done. These are the ones we've been working on in the lives. Are little books that you make with your little scraps just because it makes you happy. It doesn't have to be a journal to write in. It doesn't have to be a particular anything. I like to do them with fabric that feels really good. So I have a bunch of these made up that I can just work on. You could do them all with embroidery stitches. You could add paper to the pages. I have some of those. It's just a book to take joy in. Fiona says, another fan for you, Susan Hiles. Terry says it's the latest crafting phase. I love it. And thank you, those of you that are tagging me. I love it. Susan always tags me when she's working on her Just Because book, and I really appreciate that. I'd really like the term to catch on. I'd love to see, some tag bombs happening. All right. So we have this knotted. So, oh, we didn't take the seam ripper to this one yet. Tags on Instagram, tags on YouTube. It's just considered polite when you're inspired by somebody to call it out so other people can go check that out. We try to support one another. So I appreciate you guys doing that for me. Brenda says, love those Just Because books. I'm working on a snippet roll to place on the edge of a basket. Oh, nice. All right. This 10 minutes. Let's see if we can get this one done. All right. Since I only have 10 minutes left, I want to know if anybody has any questions so that I don't leave anybody hanging. I will be able to back out the driveway in the evening and not have it be dark, which will be great when it gets that light fixed. Not thrilled with that. So we're just going to do this. And maybe we'll put that on there. And a little bit of cheesecloth because, cheesecloth always adds something. Really want to twist this. Yeah, clocks move ahead this weekend. I'm so happy because I'm hoping the dog will sleep in. I know, Mouse, you have the best questions. I need to set up a Google Doc where people can just put in questions and then I'll have stuff that I can pull from. All right, that's already a lot better, but it needs, didn't bring the big pile of threads out. Needs some threads. How did I learn to bead? Just by playing with it. I tried watching a video that was like way too involved for me. I don't do good with, you absolutely have to do it this way. That doesn't work for me because I always then make a mistake and then I feel like I'm doing it wrong. So I have to tear it out. All right, let's put this behind here. Wouldn't mind another little bit of brown, but this I don't think is going to stay together. What else do we have here? Nope. Oh, I'm glad you are inspired, Michelle. Ooh, there we go. Just a little bit of brown. I love this fuzzy stuff. This is so soft. Mostly for me with clusters, it's no straight edges. No, don't like it like that. And lots of layers. Gothic Circle says, I can't stay for long, but want to stop on and say hi. Yeah, I'm only here for 10 more minutes, so your timing is perfect. No rules. Absolutely no rules. The joy is in the process. If you're not having fun doing whatever it is you're doing creatively, then you need to be doing something else, because life is too short to spend your time making stuff that doesn't make you happy. And it shows up in your work. You guys have heard me say this over and over again, and I'm going to keep doing that. I know it needs something fuzzy. I agree, Terry. But I'm also feeling like rushed, so I want to get most of this stitched down. Ooh, there's some fuzzy right there. Right there. It was right in front of me, and I didn't even notice it. Yes, there will be a well, this will be up. The full one will be up on a replay, and then I'll do a quick little recap where I can talk a little bit more maybe about clusters. Brenda says, I have freed her from rules. Hey, Sharon. Hello. I'm only here for a few minutes. I'm short today because the electrician's coming. So reminders for everybody. Patty is doing another fundraiser sale tonight for Ukraine. You can go over to her channel and check that out. It'll be at 5:30 Eastern time, 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern, if I got that right. Shauna, if you're still here, Shauna's doing a live sale today as well. We're going to go forward with time, Margaret. I'm not sure what that does for you, but we will move forward. So I was thinking, did it make it better? Or I guess it made it worse, huh? Do I use a thimble? Not often. Sometimes for pushing something through really, that's really heavy, but most of the time I don't use a thimble. I try, but instead I end up stabbing myself someplace else. So I never have the thimble on the hand that I need it on. All right. I don't like this little loop right here, so I'm just going to cut it. And sometimes I'll finish with this and I'll discover something that, especially threads that didn't get completely down. And I'm okay with going in with a tiny bit of glue to get that part down. Okay, good. I got the times right. Thank you, Shauna. So lots of shopping going on. Big Mama robs Big Daddy's closet for textures and things for clusters. All right. Always when you get right to the end, right? And then something, there we go. Means I'll come on an hour earlier. Doggone it. I know that makes it hard. I need to do a later one so that I can get people on the other side of the world on. And then you can also, spring forward, fall back. Exactly. If you got that thread up there, you could take the time and do a little French knots or some other stitching. Ah, see, and there goes the knot. No, no knot, no knot. All right. He welds a lot in the garage, so his t-shirts have garage lace. Oh, t-shirts are great extra material to play with. I didn't have a tray filled with t-shirt scraps. Okay. So the only thing I see, I mean, remember how that looked before? It was kind of boring because it was one of my early ones. I'm not crazy about this down here. So what I'm going to do, yeah, we'll do it with a seam ripper. It totally changed it, right, Joanne? Totally changed it. And I don't like that angle, so we're just going to do that. And I'm just going to keep messing with it. Oh, I'm glad, Christina. I'm sorry I can't stay longer today, but I am so excited that the electrician is coming. All right, so I did manage to get 3 done. Could do a pop-up sale with his burnt t-shirts. Garage lace, yeah. So it looks totally different, doesn't it? Remember how boring it was? And I could still come in here maybe and do something else hanging down. But I did get 3 of them done. We have 1, 2, and 3. And remember, this doesn't have to be the end of it. I don't have a big piece of material, but remember, you could keep building. So I have this one. I can build that up even more. You know, I could keep adding stuff behind it and get it even larger. All right, guys, sorry that it's a short one today. I will do a recap video for you. And then, like I said, we'll probably do clusters again next week so we can keep going on these. But thanks so much for your support. Please join us over in the Facebook group if you are not already a member. Oh, Margaret. Yeah, the clocks are going to go back for you guys too. That's not good. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for supporting one another. And I will see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye for now.